Have you ever met someone and thought something about them just feels familiar? You feel an instant connection. The chemistry is intense. You start imagining a future. And then a few weeks later, mixed signals, emotional distance, anxiety, overthinking every message. And suddenly you're asking yourself, why does this keep happening to me? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not attracted to them. You're actually attracted to the pattern. So, if you've ever felt like you keep dating the same person, different bodies, this video is for you. Because what most people call chemistry is often something else entirely. It's your nervous system recognizing a familiar emotional environment. And unfortunately, familiar does not mean healthy. So, why do we repeat relationship patterns? Your brain is designed for predictability, not for happiness. So, if your early experiences taught you that love feels like uncertainty, emotional distance, needing to earn attention, chasing validation, your nervous system learns something very important. It learns this is what love feels like. So later in life, when someone calm, consistent, and emotionally available appears, you might feel bored. Not because they're actually boring, because your nervous system is not activated. But when someone unpredictable appears, suddenly you feel excitement, obsession, emotional intensity, and your brain labels that as chemistry. What is the difference between attachment activation and love? Because there's a huge difference between both. Love actually feels stable. Attachment activations, on the other hand, feels urgent. When your attachment system is triggered, you might notice things like constantly checking your phone, analyzing every message, feeling amazing when they give you attention, and feeling anxious when they pull away. Your brain becomes focused on regaining that emotional safety. And that is not romance. That is your nervous system trying to regulate itself. And why awareness here, awareness alone, does not fix it. This is where a lot of people get stuck. They understand their pattern intellectually. They can say things like, I know I'm attracted to emotionally unavailable people, but then they meet someone new. And the same dynamic happens again. Why? Because insight is not the same thing as retraining your emotional responses. Patterns are not just beliefs, they're behavioral loops. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions, they reinforce each other. And unless you interrupt that loop intentionally, the pattern repeats. So, how do you actually break the pattern? Breaking relationship patterns require three things. One, awareness. You need to recognize when attraction is coming from familiarity rather than compatibility. Because sometimes the people who feel different from your usual type are actually healthier for you. Two, nervous system regulation. If emotional intensity feels like love, you'll keep chasing unstable dynamics. Learning how to tolerate calm connections is part of the healing process. And 3, structure. Most people try to change pattern using motivation alone. But patterns change when you create clear frameworks for behavior, questions to ask yourself, boundaries to practice, exercises that train you to respond differently. So here's the reality that most people don't want to hear. Breaking patterns means something uncomfortable. The next relationship that's healthy for you might not feel like fireworks. It actually might feel calm, safe, even predictable. And for a nervous system that is used to chaos, that can feel unfamiliar at first. But unfamiliar does not mean wrong. Sometimes it actually means growth. If you've been stuck in the same relationship loop for years, there's nothing wrong with you. You learned a pattern, and patterns can be unlearned. That's exactly why I created my workbook, Break the Pattern. It walks you through the psychological exercises, reflection prompts, and behavioral frameworks that help you interrupt these cycles in real life. Because awareness alone doesn't change pattern. Practice does. And if this video resonated with you, the workbook link is in the description. And if you want more content about emotional patterns, relationships, and self awareness, I would encourage you to subscribe because the first step to breaking a pattern is finally seeing it clearly. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.